All right, I figured now's a good time to talk some Brewers. Tim Shea is driving around right now.
Shocking.
Are you parked or are you going to drive?
I'm driving, but I can park it. Bart, I haven't seen you since your tailgate.
Yeah. Do you want to debrief on the tailgate? Any thoughts on the tailgate?
It was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I'd say, yeah. I had a great time. I stayed a lot longer than I thought. I really wasn't planning on going to the game. You had an extra ticket. I literally was a last-minute decision. I ended up going into the stadium. It was a good time. I did leave a little early, but did not stay for the walk-off. But that was win 1, 2, 3, 4 so far. That was win 4 in this so far now 8-game winning streak. So,
well, they didn't play Thursday. That was win number 5.
Yeah, it was a good time.
That was win.
5.
Yeah, the Brewers now after sweeping Chicago. After sweeping Chicago, they then got swept by the Dodgers, swept Texas, swept Minnesota. I did stay for that full game at the tailgate. How about this? Do you have 3 shakeaways, Tim Shea takeaways from the tailgate?
Matt in the Falls is a very good griller. What's the correct term?
Here, I got some tunes. All right, shakeaway number 1, Matt in the Falls, good on the grill.
He was fantastic on the grill.
How about shakeaway number 2?
Shakeaway number 2 from the tailgate. Oh boy. Everybody showed up. Like, good for everybody showing up on a day when it was 100. The heat index was 120.
Yeah, but as meteorologists tell me, if it was really 120, it would feel like 135. So delete your weather app. What else?
And number 3 for you, Bart Winkler,
They did.
The Bart Winkler tailgate, inaugural tailgate. So,
well, we'll see. I mean, next year maybe I'll have a job by that time. That'd be great. Maybe I won't.
Well, I mean, if you don't, people already want a second one.
That's true.
They want to go to the Bucks, a Bucks tailgate, a Packers tailgate.
No. I just went to the Packers game.
No, what? I know how you. I think you had a good time, right?
I did. Let me read you. So I want to read you something because there are people that are telling me that I should download their local weather apps instead of the Apple weather app, which I use to great success. Let me tell you some of and I'm not going to name any names or stations, but here are just a variety of reviews I've got on Apple from local weather apps. Do not download this app. You have to scroll hunt to find the weather. Dumb, useless video of smiley anchors, ads, and more ads opening the map. Let's see. I ride a motorcycle. I rely on the weather apps to keep me out of the rain. This app tells you where it rained after it already happened. These are not Apple weather reviews. These are reviews of the people who are trying to tell me to download their app. A storm approaches and the graphics are not updating. I've been now waiting an hour to see where the storm is. Terrible. Here's another one. All this is ads. Here's another one. This used to be my favorite weather site, but now I have to look at ads and then smiley anchors. The ads are annoying and take up space. I am using other apps now because of your insistence on advertising. Have you guys heard about my new Survivor poll at Sprout Social? Just go to, that's not even the name of the website.
God, I was going to say, I will be joining soon, by the way.
It's called Splash, Jesus.
Yes. Sprout Social.
/sports.com/Winkler. Sprout. What am I thinking of? All right. So weather apps aside, what are some shakeaways from the Brewers' 8-game winning streak now culminated with a series win against the Padres where the offense was terrific. Every game they had an inning where they scored 5 runs.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say about this team anymore. They are. I do like this music. Where did you get this from?
StreamYard.
Oh, okay. Shakeaway number 1, the pitching's been decent too. Like, let's not go away from that.
Yeah.
But you're right. You know what? 58 runs so far.
Adrian Hauser lasted all of 2 innings.
But how about Brian Wilson?
Yeah, some people call him Bryce, but he had a nice day too. Bryce Wilson, 6-0 on the season if you're into that. But 4 innings, 53 pitches, 4 Ks. They had Bryce Wilson go 4 innings, 53 pitches on Sunday. And normally Brewers would do that to someone and then cut their ass. Well, but I mean, he just proved how valuable he is.
They're not going to cut him. You needed that going into Chicago because you pretty much can win this division this week, at least in my eyes.
Well, you long ago said the Reds are done.
So they are done, right?
And as we go into Monday's action, Brewers do travel to Chicago. We'll be live at least Monday night. 5.5 are the Reds, but Chicago's the team now at 4 back. So this 8, let's say you win 6-2 or 5-3, like it's a 1-2, game lead over the Cubs coming into this pivotal series. You've given yourself a cushion now where even if you win 2 or 3, you still gain a game. If you lose 2 or 3, you only lose 1 game. You're still up 3. So this is important. Brewers have a 4-game lead over Chicago heading into this week's series.
What can you see happening? Because I mean, obviously I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh yeah, they're going to sweep them, put them to bed. But I can honestly see them winning 2 or 3, gain another game, and you're up 5 with less than 30 to go then at that point, coming into Labor Day weekend.
What are you driving over? That's like a real bumpy noise.
I'm on Wisconsin, going right down Wisconsin Avenue.
What is all this construction?
Where?
Like where was I the other day? I was driving on a road where there wasn't even construction. They just set up orange cones to like
Brady Street?
No, but they just split. It was like, hey, you're already used to construction. I tried getting from Shorewood to you can only use Oakland. You couldn't even use Lake. Every road by the campus is cut down. It's a disaster.
Yeah. What's that? Maryland. What's going on Maryland?
Maryland, there was like a sinkhole or some shit.
2 years now.
I know. It's really pissing me off.
Whatever.
How was it downtown by the Pfizer Forum events?
Well, okay. So
did you see any celebrities walking around by your apartment?
So I got back from the tailgate from the game, and I had to wipe off the 30 pounds of sweat that I had on.
Yeah, that was debate night.
So then I went down, just to check it out, and there were cops like, don't cross this line or else we're going to have to get your ID and ID you and do this and this, because they were vetting people that were going to this debate, and they had to be checked 3 times if you were going to it. So I was like, all right, I'm staying over on my side. Don't worry, whatever. And then once the debate started, they let protesters into the area and whatever. But yeah, it was kind of
protesters. They made a big difference. I'm glad that they spent their way. Big difference.
It was pretty crazy. I mean, it's just a sign of things to come next year when the whole shebang is here. So, and that's a 4-day event? Yeah, that's a 4-day event, Monday through Thursday. So, it was interesting. So eyes on Milwaukee on everybody. So
Yeah, well, hey, to go back, eyes on Milwaukee for this Brewer team. Let's just recap you. Friday, 7-3 win. Brandon Woodruff, 11 strikeouts in front of CC Sabathia, which was very, very cool to have him back. Hey, CC's back. You know what would even be more cool? Bring Ben Sheets back. And when Ben Sheets is on the mound, Freddie delivers 9 strikeouts and another save for Devin Williams. Many of them coming in one-out opportunities, one-run opportunities, rather. Devin was save number 35 on the season. And then, of course, today, Sunday, the 10-6 victory. Adrian Hauser lifted. I'll check if he's hurt or not. I really haven't bothered to do that.
Forearm tightness.
Okay, so what, is he going to be back?
They don't know yet.
All right. Brewers gave up some runs late, but Bryce Wilson, the star in this one. Offensively, good weekend for Rowdy Tellez. Had the home run on Friday. The Brewers getting some good production out of Santana over the weekend, and Mark Canha today, very good.
Don't forget his bobblehead on Saturday.
We have a Santana bobblehead?
No, Rowdy Tellez bobblehead they had for the first 30,000.
Oh, that was Saturday.
Yep.
There's a nice cut off fleece vest this Saturday.
Yep.
I might have to get my hands on that.
Should we go?
No. MLB.com has an article, each playoff contender's most crucial player. They say for the Brewers, it's Tyrone Taylor.
Listen, he was batting 150 2 months ago. He's 223 now.
In August, he's 356/408/711. So he's been good. Your guy Adames has been really good. Who I doubted.
I'm trying to think. Rowdy just came back, but he's making an impact.
Matt in the Falls says we got to go do a Packers tailgate just to fly the flag and pick up some listeners. I should have brought mine to the game.
Yeah, why didn't you?
Brewpack Avs says brilliant pitching overall, some actual clutch hitting. And Matt notes some great pitch taking as well. Cameron says in all caps, I love sports. So I love sports is the take there. Any of the comments from Mark Attanasio that you want to dive into? He did talk to reporters, essentially said, I have never thought about leaving here. Let's sign a deal through 2050. Omar, who runs Carnivore and is best friends with everybody rich because they love his food. He tweeted, he sat down with Mark, and Mark said that his tweet was something to the extent of, it was great to hear Mark and his vision of keeping the team with his sons. And that's been a take of mine forever, that he was never going to sell. He's always wanted to give it to his sons. So hashtag where Winkler was right. I don't think Mark has any, I understand. And Spark Guys said, you got to take these things seriously. And I understand that, but I don't think that the Brewers ever move. Not with this ownership. Not with Mark. And he's not going to sell it. He's going to give it to his kids. He's not a super rich guy, but they have under his tenure become more of a contender. I don't know. I think you can have worst owners. I think you can have worse owners.
You could. Yeah, you could have Jerry Reinsdorf, who
they want to move the Southsiders north of the Cubs,
like the Gurney.
Yeah,
build a multi-purpose stadium, Bears and White Sox. How about
Nightingale saying Soldier Field?
I'd move the White Sox to Soldier Field. Sorry, Soldiers Field. Move them to Soldiers Field.
Mel gives $2 to keep the Brewers in Milwaukee.
They're staying in Milwaukee first.
I will make sure that $2 gets to the Brewers.
They're staying in Milwaukee.
You know, the Brewers got a lot of my dollars. Adam says, give Santana a precautionary IL stint and call up Keston. Keston's never getting called up. They want to keep Keston down because they're going to win a World Series and they don't want to give him a ring.
Does Garrett Mitchell come back? They've been talking a lot about him.
Where's that picture of from Sal Frelick where he's like trying to look sexy by a ping pong table?
I have no idea.
I keep seeing that on Twitter, and like each time I see it, I wonder. It's a good-looking man.
God.
I wonder, each time I see it, I wonder where the picture was taken, period, new thought, new sentence. He's a good-looking man for whatever you are picking up on. So the move with the tailgating, because I paid for a grid of 6, but John and Marty got there right away and basically made that 6 like 12.
I was going to say that, like, when you kept on talking about 6, I'm like, what are you talking about? I feel like you have a grid of like 40.
Yeah, we ended up having a big grid, which worked out great.
Yeah.
And the canopies were great.
It was nice meeting everybody. It was nice putting a face to some people.
Yeah, and it was nice that there was like people that contribute on here, but also people that have never been on the video. Maybe they comment. Maybe they don't even like Al and Alex and Scott and some of these guys. Donovan, this guy Donovan comes up. He's like, "Hey, I listen all the time. I'm from Chicago. I'm just here for the tailgate. I couldn't miss it." And he drove back to pick up his kid.
There were a bunch of people who are like, "Yeah, I never joined. I just listened and just wanted to come." So that was pretty
great.
That was
great. Jimmy was another. Jimmy was good to meet. Is Keston on the 40-man? I don't think he is.
No, he's not. That's why he won't be on this team.
Yeah.
And you can't, like, when you come September, when you get to call up, 2 guys?
Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, it would be nice to have them, but what are they going to? They'll probably, if we want to look at September already and call ups, they'll probably look at another pitcher or.
Hello, Garrett Mitchell.
Well, yeah.
Even if he obviously he won't be able to play the field, or so I think. I don't know, but they can just use him as a DH. I'd take that in a heartbeat. Yes.
I almost got baited. I saw an article this weekend that said, "Did the Brewers actually win the Josh Hader trade?"
Oh God!
And then I read it, and then the article, the guy says, "You can't look at the trade as the same trade. It's 2 separate trades. And so I'm like, I'm glad I actually clicked on a link and read the article because I don't think he didn't get in at all, did he?
I was gonna just ask you that. I'm like, Josh Hader didn't pitch this weekend, did he?
No, there was never the opportunity for him. We got to Darvish, we got to Avila, Michael Wacha looked like he was pitching well, and then we got to him.
I'll repeat the same thing Bill Schroeder said at the beginning of this series is when he was filling out his lineup card. When I look at the lineup every day, when I look at the players on that team, how is that team 8 games under 500?
Oh, I don't know.
I like that's an all-star team right there. And a little frustration you saw today, Manny Machado taking it out on the coolers.
Which everyone in the stadium could hear.
Guy needs to calm down a little bit.
Although, I mean, if you look at the lineup, like they are loaded. Tatis, Soto, Machado, Bogarts.
Don't forget about Grisham.
Garrett Cooper. Gary Sanchez is hanging on. Trent Grisham. So they've got as good of a 2 through 5 as you could like ever dream. And then I don't know. I think they kind of missed. Like if you want to talk about a team missing their window, they went all in and missed it.
And they're going to be in a world of hurt. They're going to be like the Mets. They might even be worse than the Mets.
Just Cameron mentions Tatis struck out 7 times this series alone. Yeah. Sexy. So you're looking ahead to the Cubs, as I think we should be.
Cubs and Phillies for the next week.
So Monday, and again, we'll go live Monday night. Monday, it's Wade Miley versus Jamison Tyon, former Pirate. Corbin Burns versus Justin Steele. That game, for those of you out of market, will be on TBS nationally.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and it's not like an Apple or a Peacock. It's a game you can watch. I believe Sunday's game's on Peacock.
Correct. Noon start.
Okay. Brewers and Cubs, then Wednesday day game.
Yep.
I think we might maybe go live for that one too. I'm gonna try to hit the lives this week. Monday night for sure. I want to do Packers cut down day. That'll be Tuesday. I want to do maybe another Brewer game.
Yeah,
those of you curious, I will be on CBS Sports Radio. I picked up Friday, Sunday, and Labor Day.
Oh, so you'll get a college recap. What time on Labor Day?
But I'll have my Sunday 1 to 5.
What time on Labor Day?
TBD. I'm either doing, I don't know what show I'm doing yet.
Okay. If you're doing the late show, you got a couple good Labor Day matchups for college football too. So.
Oh yeah, and there's some on like Sunday afternoon.
Yep.
Like Northwestern or some shit.
LSU and Florida State, maybe on Monday.
I think that's Sunday night.
Sunday night. Okay.
That's Monday.
Monday, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll get the college. You'll get a full roundup of college recap Sunday. You'll be able to do that. See, look at this. See.
You watch much college? I spent a lot of money on DraftKings and lost.
I mean, there wasn't much going on. Notre Dame, whatever. Vanderbilt. Have you seen their stadium?
Oh yeah, it's like they're doing construction. The scoreboard's up by cranes.
Scoreboards are up by cranes. They have no end zone seat. It's all like it's pretty much like a high school, like two sides.
Well, yeah, so, and eventually SEC is going to kick them out.
No.
Mm-hmm.
They got basketball.
Vanderbilt?
Yeah, Vanderbilt's decent in basketball. And in basketball, their sideline, their benches are underneath the basket at their basketball stadium. Have you ever seen that before? Like, their coaches are pretty much coaching from the baseline.
Yeah, Sunday, no NFL this weekend, but you got Northwestern Rutgers on CBS, Oregon State and San Jose State on CBS, LSU and Florida State on ABC, and then Monday night is Clemson and Duke.
Is that going to be weird to have the Big Ten on CBS this year? Now, CBS is partial splitting this year with the Big Ten and SEC. Next year, they go Big Ten full-time.
No, what's going to be weird is when there's 4 West Coast teams in the Big Ten, Tim.
Well, that too, but that's next year. I don't care about next year.
Brevin wants to know if I'm going to do Sunday live streams after Packers games this year. As a matter of fact, I am.
You better.
By the way, I had a dream that I worked for Bill Michaels for one show only. And I said, I'll do anything you want. I'm not going to talk. I just want to produce and make this show as great as possible. And he said, I need you to drive to Appleton and replace a spark plug in my truck. And I did. But then along the way, I got in a fight with like some neo-Nazis.
Oh, God.
Very odd dream. But the spark plug was replaced and everybody was happy. But that was my dream.
When do we want to do? I know I've asked you this before, and you said it as we get closer. But have you done a win-loss like schedule-wise yet? Like, I know you probably did one when the schedule came out, and maybe one a couple of weeks ago, or back in July. But now, should we do one like for real? Like,
yeah, Horvath and I did one when the schedule came out. We could update that.
Should we update? Can we do that like one of the lives this week or next week? As we even get closer to week 1 before Thursday night. Are you going to go live after the Thursday night game a week from Thursday?
Yeah, of course. I'm going live after all these games.
Okay.
I don't work.
Are you going to go live after Aaron Rodgers' Monday night game?
That is a possibility, yes.
He did see some action this
I almost
weekend.
went live after that preseason game. I watched it.
You just should have gone live after his 2 series. First series looked like crap. Second one,
I was going to go live after the preseason game this weekend, but I came back and passed
I
out.
saw a tweet after he threw that touchdown pass, and it said, "Aaron," all in caps, "Aaron Rodgers found his new Devontae Adams."
Well, 17, Garrett Wilson.
Stop.
Sure.
Stop.
Sure. Brevin really wants you to get on the street and talk to someone.
Well, we tried to do that at the tailgate. Next year, headphones, so we can hear each other, because that was a good idea.
Where are you? Are you just chilling at a bank?
Yeah, I'm just hanging out now.
Oh, well, I'll let you get back on with your day.
No, I got nothing to do.
Oh. Well, I wanted to try to stick Brewers here, but I think.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what can you say? 8 in a row. We're 4 away from George Webb's.
Well, that's right. Yeah.
A sweep and a win on Friday will get us the George Webb's. They're hot. It's the Brewers in Seattle, 2 hottest teams in baseball, I think, right now. So there's nothing much more you can say about the Brewers. They're playing good offense. They got good pitching. Well, maybe, yeah, they got good pitching. They're doing it the way I think this team was put together, and there's not much more to say other than just.
Have you let yourself?
I'm ready to buy. I'm like waiting for this email to come out for playoff tickets. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready to spend my money.
But have you let yourself go there?
Yeah,
with this
I'm ready.
team?
I told you.
I don't want to say the words.
Go to the playoffs? World Series? I mean,
it's a bites of the apple team. We all think they're pitching, but if they're gonna be scoring 5 runs every game in an inning. Now, of course, we'll see, whatever first team we see, and they'll just we'll go 2011, we'll go 2011 Brewers or 2008 Brewers.
I'm convinced. I'm convinced the first round, the wild card, they will win that.
What did Braun and Fielder combine for in that series against the Cardinals in 2011? 1 for 47?
No, they were decent.
That was bad.
Braun and Fielder in game 1 both hit a home runs. Remember, that's when he got tested after game 1.
I think I should get tested.
Tested for steroids, not COVID. Gosh.
Probably got at the Packer game with all those.
Well,
Green Bay.
Around, but, that was a Milwaukee game, by the way.
Yeah, people bitching about that crowd. I just want to kill them. Preseason game. People are taking their kids.
How many Go Pack Goes did you get?
There was nothings of anything.
Really?
It was a bunch of dads being like, "Son, that's what a first down is." And then everyone's like, "Why did they do the wave?" We're just trying to get our kids to like sports. That's so wrong.
No, not at all.
All right. Well, Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Not yet. Another week or so.
I'm celebrating.
I will be at the Badger game this Saturday. Do you want to report back against the Buffalo Bulls? This was I'm pretty sure, a Paul Christ and Lance Leopold scheduled game. Leipold, whatever his name is.
Yeah, it's pronounced both ways.
I'm pretty sure that was that. So that's why they're playing them. Haven't seen a line on it. Maybe 27.
That's why it's dumb to schedule this shit out 7 years in advance.
I know. Well, I'm still waiting for that Virginia Tech game that they keep moving back and back and back.
What do you think the line is?
27.5. I don't know.
Wow, you're good at this. It's 28.
Okay. I thought I saw 28, but I'm like, yeah, you can't leave it at a even number. You need an odd.
Well,
or the half, the hook.
as far as Midwest goodbyes go, this is a good one. I'm going to bid you adieu.
All right, take it easy. Go Brewers.
If you're watching the YouTube, I did do more on the Packers, including my interview with Anders Carlson that you can hear on tomorrow's podcast.
My death hours have already started, by the way.
Oh, Tim's back at CBS.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.